Are there limits to human potential? For centuries, we've told stories of gods and heroes with supernatural abilities. But what if those powers weren't just myths? What if, hidden among us, are individuals who defy the laws of biology and physics? Today, we're recounting down 10 real people with scientifically verified abilities that seem straight out of a comic book. From minds that calculate faster than computers to bodies that withstand impossible forces, prepared to question everything you thought you knew about what it means to be human. Starting our countdown at number 10, Wim Hof, famously known as the Iceman. Imagine climbing a freezing mountain peak wearing nothing but a pair of shorts. For most, it's a death sentence. For Wim Hof, it's just another Tuesday. He has submerged himself in ice baths for nearly 2 hours, run a marathon barefoot in the Arctic Circle, and demonstrated an uncanny ability to withstand extreme cold that would be fatal to an ordinary person for years. His claims were met with skepticism. Was it a trick? A genetic anomaly? Scientists decided to find out. They put him through rigorous tests, injecting him with an endotoxin that should have caused severe flu-like symptoms. While the control group became sick, Wim Hof showed almost no reaction. Brain scans revealed something extraordinary. He could consciously activate a part of the brain called the periaqueductal gray, the primary control center for pain suppression. Through a combination of his unique breathing techniques, meditation, and cold exposure, he can voluntarily influence his autonomic nervous system and immune response, something long thought impossible. Scientific studies have confirmed that his methods reduce inflammation, offering profound implications for treating autoimmune diseases. Wim Hof proves that the power of the mind over the body is far greater than we ever imagined. At number 9, we meet a man who seemed to defy gravity itself, Lu Thao Lin of Malaysia, better known as the Magnetic Man. Imagine placing a heavy metal iron onto your chest, letting go, and watching it stick as if held by an invisible force. Lu could do this not just with irons, but with an array of metal objects, including hammers, plates, and tools, totaling up to 30 kilograms in weight. He even pulled a car using this strange ability. His sons and grandsons inherited the same trait, suggesting a genetic component. The world was baffled. Was he a living magnet? Scientists from the University of Technology Malaysia investigated. They tested him with compasses and Gauss meters but found no evidence of a magnetic field emanating from his body. The real answer was both simpler and more bizarre. Lu Thao Lin possessed skin with exceptionally high friction properties. His skin suctioned onto smooth, flat surfaces with a powerful vacuum-like effect. So, while he wasn't a human magnet, his unique skin condition gave him a real-life superpower that mystified audiences and scientists alike, showing that sometimes the most extraordinary phenomena have surprisingly down-to-earth explanations. Coming in at number 8 is the man who redefines what it means to be flexible, Daniel Browning Smith, also known as the Rubber Man. He holds 7 Guinness World Records for his incredible contortions, able to dislocate his arms to fit through an unstrung tennis racket, turn his torso a full 180 degrees, and fold his body into a tiny 13.5-gallon box. His movements are so fluid and unnatural they seem to defy human anatomy. What's his secret? It's a combination of a rare genetic condition and a lifetime of dedicated training. Daniel was born with hypermobile ehler-danlos syndrome, a connective tissue disorder that results in unusually loose, stretchy ligaments and an extreme range of motion in the joints. While this condition can cause chronic pain and instability for many, Daniel channeled it. From a young age, inspired by circus contortionists, he began training his body, pushing the boundaries of his natural flexibility to an artistic and athletic extreme. He turned a potential medical liability into a world-renowned talent, becoming the most flexible person in recorded history and a living testament to how our unique biology can be harnessed to achieve the unbelievable.
At number 7, we have a feat of durability that seems to belong in a superhero movie, Gino Martino, also known as the Human Anvil. This individual can withstand an incredible blunt force trauma without injury. He can lie down and allow others to shatter heavy concrete slabs on his chest with sledgehammers, or even have cars drive over him. It's a spectacle of raw, shocking resilience. How is this possible? The science points to a combination of physiological adaptations and immense pain tolerance. Through years of progressive and intense training, Martino developed extremely dense bone mass, a condition known as Wolff's Law, where bone adapts to the load under which it is placed. His core and chest muscles are developed to an incredible degree, acting as a powerful shock-absorbing shield for the vital organs beneath. Furthermore, studies on pain tolerance show that through mental conditioning, Martino can essentially turn down the pain signals that would incapacitate anyone else.
Our number 6 is a woman whose mind operated on a different plane of existence, Shakuntala Devi, the human computer. In 1980, at Imperial College London, she was given 2 randomly generated 13-digit numbers to multiply. The answer was a staggering 26-digit number. It took her only 28 seconds to mentally calculate the solution, a feat that earned her a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. But that was just one example of her genius. She could mentally extract the 23rd root of a 201-digit number in under a minute, a task so complex that it outpaced the computers of her time. When asked how she did it, she simply said she didn't know. The numbers just appeared in her head. She never had formal education past elementary school, yet her innate ability for calculation was unparalleled. Neurologists who studied her suggested she visualized numbers in a unique way, perhaps seeing them not as abstract symbols but as concrete, tangible objects she could manipulate in her mind's eye. Shakuntala Devi remains one of the most profound examples of raw, untapped cognitive power. Following at number 5 is another mathematical prodigy, Scott Flansburgh. Officially recognized as the human calculator, Scott can add, subtract, multiply, and divide large numbers with astonishing speed and accuracy, often faster than someone using a calculator. What's more, he can calculate the exact day of the week for any date in history in an instant. His abilities are so consistent that he's been studied by neuroscientists eager to understand his unique brain, using advanced imaging techniques like fMRI scans. Researchers discovered that when Scott performs complex calculations, an area of his brain lights up that is different from the one most people use for math.
Instead of relying on the typical language and visual centers, his brain utilizes a region more associated with three-dimensional movement and spatial reasoning, as if he's navigating a mental landscape of numbers. This suggests he has developed entirely unique neural pathways for computation. His brain didn't just learn math, it rewired itself to become a living, breathing arithmetic engine. Number 4 introduces us to a man with arguably the strangest diet in history, Michel Lotito, French entertainer known as Monsieur Mange Tout.
Over his lifetime, he consumed an estimated 9 tons of metal. His diet included bicycles, shopping carts, televisions, chandeliers, and famously an entire Cessna 150 airplane, which he broke down and ate piece by piece over 2 years. He would chop the metal into small pieces and wash them down with mineral oil and water. How did he survive eating metal, glass, and rubber that would be lethal to anyone else? Doctors who examined him discovered 2 key physiological anomalies. First, he had an incredibly thick stomach lining and intestinal walls, estimated to be twice as thick as the average person's, protecting him from being punctured or poisoned. Second, his digestive acids were unusually powerful, allowing him to break down materials that are otherwise indigestible. He suffered from a psychological disorder known as pica, which causes a compulsion to eat non-food items. But his unique biology allowed him to turn this dangerous condition into a bizarre and world-famous career. Diving into our top 3, we find Stig Severinsen, a real-life actor. In 2012, this Danish freediver set a mind-boggling world record by holding his breath for 22 minutes straight in a pool full of sharks. This isn't just about having big lungs. It's a profound physiological mastery over the body's most fundamental survival instinct, the urge to breathe. Freedivers like Stig train to dramatically increase their lung capacity and, more importantly, their body's efficiency in using oxygen. They also train to build up an extreme tolerance to carbon dioxide, the gas that triggers the desperate reflex to take a breath. Through techniques like packing, they can force more air into their lungs than a normal inhalation would allow. They also master the mammalian dive reflex, a physiological response that slows the heart rate and redirects blood flow from the extremities to the vital organs, conserving precious oxygen. Stig Severinsen has pushed these adaptations to the absolute peak, demonstrating a level of aquatic adaptation that seems more fish than human. And number 2, we celebrate the titans of strength, individuals who possess power that seems almost mythical. We're talking about elite strongmen. In 2016, Eddie Hall did what was once considered physically impossible. He deadlifted 500 kilograms, or 1,102 pounds. The sheer force required ruptured blood vessels in his head, but he lifted the weight. His feat stands on the shoulders of historical giants like Louis Cyr, a 19th century strongman who is said to have lifted a platform holding 18 men, and Paul Anderson, who reportedly lifted over 6,000 pounds in a back lift. These aren't just big muscles. The ability to generate such force requires a perfect storm of genetics, a nervous system capable of recruiting nearly every muscle fiber simultaneously, and skeletal structures reinforced by years of unimaginably heavy lifting. These athletes operate at the very edge of musculoskeletal and neurological limits, redefining what we believe is the maximum output of the human machine. They are modern-day Hercules, proving that superhuman strength is not just the stuff of legend. And finally, our number 1. He may not eat metal or hold his breath for 22 minutes, but he represents the ultimate fusion of physical endurance and unbreakable mental fortitude. David Goggins, a former Navy SEAL who endured 3 hell weeks. Goggins is a symbol of extreme human resilience. He is an ultra-marathon runner who has completed some of the world's most grueling races, including the Badwater 135, a 135-mile run through Death Valley in scorching summer heat, which he has run multiple times. He once held the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours, completing an astonishing 4,030 in 17 hours. What makes Goggins truly extraordinary is not just his physical capacity but his philosophy of callousing the mind. He believes that we all live at about 40% of our true capability and that the key to unlocking the rest is to relentlessly push past pain and discomfort until it becomes your new normal. His story is one of transforming weakness into strength, of running on broken legs, and of a mind so hardened that it can command the body to do the impossible. David Goggins is not just an athlete. He is a living embodiment of the limitless power of human will. From the frozen peaks of mountains to the crushing depths of the ocean, these 10 individuals show us that the boundaries of human potential are meant to be broken. Their stories are not fiction, they are a challenge to our own perceived limits. Thanks for watching. If you were amazed by these real-life superpowers, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible stories.